sort of.
Nathan, baby, we like it. We like it.
So you can actually cool it down. You know, your palate, you can cool it down. Yes, with a bit of yogurt. You know.
Vous pouvez regarder ces deux lions. Et vous pouvez écrire Deux Lions.
We discovered this restaurant while staying in Stellenbosch, known for beautiful vineyards, delicious food. This place was a short drive away as it's in Franschhoek. I'm going to take you behind the scenes into their kitchen, and together we are going to learn how to make a Cape Malay Curry.
Sauce for the pork, where's it here? Okay, good. Okay, April? Yeah? Okay, so now, I think maybe you can shoot from that side. Yeah. Okay, so now, Cape Malay we think curry. All right, so I'm going to show you how to make the curry sauce. And now, obviously, this sauce you can make any sort of curry. Like I said, chicken, beef, vegetables, lamb, or even pork. All right, so I'm going to start with the sauce. I've got a nice hot pot over here. All right, oil in. Okay, then I've got some onions. I've got some grated garlic. I've got some grated ginger over there. Yep. All right. Then I've got some curry spice. I've got leaf masala. I've got some biryani spice over here. Okay. I've got tomato paste. All right. And then I've got some butter chicken spice. This one is very potent. So now I've got a nice smoking hot pan. It's very important for your pan to be sort of preheated. Onions in. Okay. Give that a good stir. Right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, nice hot pan. Now, ginger in. Grated ginger in. Alright? Okay. Again, give it a good stir. I put the garlic in last because garlic tends to burn very quickly, especially over high heat. You know? So, yeah. Now, garlic in with the garlic. Yeah. Again, nice gentle stir over there, and the onions should be sort of golden brownish, not too dark. Okay. All right. And this is obviously that stage when it goes golden brown. That's when it releases that beautiful flavors. Yeah. All right. Now, once that sort of that color, curry powder in, leaf masala in. That's about 2 tablespoons of each. And this will be about enough for about 4 to 6 servings. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Butter chicken spice, I'm only going to put half of this in because remember what I said, this one is very strong. Biryani mix in. Okay. I'll also put some cinnamon. And I also put some star anise. Okay? Stir. Now, here comes the important part. Okay? You give it a bit of a dry roast in the pot, okay? Okay, like that. Now you add some oil. Add some oil, and what the oil does, the oil sort of cooks all of these spices, yeah, all together, and it forms a sort of a bit of a paste, as you can see there, and that's exactly what you want. And now you keep on stirring this for at least about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, over gentle heat. Okay. All right, like that. Okay. And there you can see, it's almost like it's becoming like a bit of a paste. Yeah. 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 And that's exactly what you want. Again, that oil is doing the job. The oil that I've just added in there is doing the job. Yeah. Okay. Now, I've got some pre-cooked chicken here, of which I've sous vide. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Open up that for you. Chicken in. Wow, nice. Wow. And that smells absolutely divine. And then I've got some chicken stock. Just add a little bit of chicken stock in here. Yeah. Okay. And this is basically how we sort of do.
You always pre-cook the chicken?
You don't have to. Okay. You don't have to. But obviously, in a la carte kitchens, you have to sort of pre-cook. Especially your chickens and stuff. Just to save some time.
My viewers aren't cooking a la carte beds.
But you can. Okay. Yes, you can sort of add raw chicken. All right. Okay. So now as you can see the oil sort of comes to the top or to the surface of the, and that's a good indication of a good curry.
Okay.
Or shall I rather say that's an indication of a good curry. All right. Okay. Now this, after a good sort of 35 to 40 minutes of simmering.
Yep.
Okay. And that should do. All right. Salt, very important. Pepper, very important. And you can also, what you can also do is you can also add normal plain, the plain Greek style yogurt in here. Yeah. And that also helps with, with the heat. Sometimes, the powders and the things can be a bit potent, but you can sort of.
Jamaican, baby, we like it. We like it.
So you can actually, you can cool it down, your palate, you can cool it down.
Other people can cool it down.
Yes, with a bit of yogurt. Okay, and there you go. Look at that. Nice, glossy. Okay, and the sauce shouldn't be too thick. The sauce should be the consistency. When you sort of baste your chicken, it should stick on your actual protein, whatever you use, whether it's beef, chicken. Like in this case, chicken, so you can actually see that sauce is sort of sticking to that. Yeah, and that's how we make the curry here.
Love it.
Yeah, the Cape Malay style curry.
Thank you.
It's a
For
pleasure.
letting me in your kitchen.
It's a pleasure.
Some people are very precious about their kitchen.
Yes. No, I'm quite easy. Yeah, and that's it. And then.
So the next time you're cooking curry, babes, remember to toast those spices, or as we say, bun up the curry before you cook. My darling, you're welcome.